Well, good afternoon from the HO scale Wheeling and Lake Erie East End. As you can see, I've been a little busy since I had to remove the last videos out of caution. So I didn't know what YouTube would classify model trains as, kid-friendly or not. Well, since other model railroad videos are still up online with comments, here we go. Well, like I said, welcome back to the HO scale Wheeling and Lake Erie East End. We will start in Greentree Rook Yard. Here we see the future diesel fueling facility of Rook Yard. With mine, I had to rework the yard to better suit my needs as an operating yard on this end of the line. It will eventually feature a dispatcher instead of just the one only in Brewster, who will be stationed probably fictitiously in the old Conrail dispatcher's office in Greentree. So let's keep moving. Here where we see the paint bottles will be the FracTech business that is located in the yard in the real world. As in mine, FracTech didn't stop operating, and they are a major customer for the Wheeling. So they get about 6 or 7 hoppers per operating session. Oh, don't pay any attention to the torpedo cars. Those are a project for my Model Railroad Club that I belong to, the Mid-Mon Valley Model Railroad Club in New Eagle. Whenever this whole Corona thing is over, check us out. We move Railroad East. As you can see, I have a few high hoods that were custom jobs. Bowles train is ready to go, ready to head east. Well, in this case, west, because it's all empty. Just a quick pan of the yard and the neighborhood before I go further back. As you can see, the passing track and the yard throat. Eventually, the plan is to drill through that wall up there and have a model of the Whiskey Run Viaduct that runs over Parkway West. That's the long-term goal, so I can actually run stuff out of the yard and bring stuff in, tear it apart, put trains together to go east. You also see the lead into the FracTech part. The ballast is from Scenery Express in Delmont. They do great work. And we see the east end of the yard. As you can tell, I've stretched reality a little bit. Just enough so I can have some industry in the yard and on the line, because otherwise it would be just a through route without anything to do but just run the train straight through wilderness and a couple small cities and over a few bridges. Here we see what is the, I can't remember which auto manufacturer that would be, but the unloading ramp located in Rook, which actually did exist under the Norfolk Western. In mine, the VW plant that was in New Stanton never stopped operating, and they deliver 4 or 5 auto racks a week to be unloaded here and sold across the western part of Pennsylvania. Now we move further in towards the neighborhood. Granted, this building is probably fictitious as well. It's a nice little east end of the yard building. These two right here are just placeholders until I can figure out how much further I want to extend the neighborhood. The road features Woodland Scenics asphalt on top of the pavement. what's the Wheeling and what is Rook Yard without the string of Wheeling coke hoppers? Here I am deciding whether this will be a park or leave the business there. Here we go. Probably one of the more important sites, the old PWV shop. I had this 3D printed. I designed it myself. I am waiting on the 2 walls to come in, and then I will just have to print the rear wall and the roof, and we shall be good. The building shall be finished. As you can tell, this will be set in late summer, early fall. This part right here is nowhere in particular. It's just part of the wilderness between the yard and Mifflin Junction. And as you can see, here will be Mifflin Junction with the Union. To make operating conditions easier, I put a passing siding in. So the options are you can either have your train run through, or the crew running the local will drop off the coil cars, double back into the yard and pick up the rest of the train. Or if there's enough people operating one night, have someone on a Union turn come down, get permission from the Wheeling dispatcher, come down, pick the coil cars up, take them up the grade, and drop them off in the yard and bring down any kind of interchange to the Wheeling. Forgive the mess. I've been working on this part, getting it ready just to have rail down. As you can see, this would be the east end of Mifflin Junction. The eventual plan is to curve it around, following the rest of this. Yes, that is Brewston Station that stood in Brewston until 2015, which will be somewhere over in this general area. Yeah, I'm still working on that. So yeah, I've made a little progress, if nothing else, since the last video came up. Well, I do hope I can make more progress by the time the next video is uploaded. As always, if you like this, comment, like the video, ask questions. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. Alright, until the next video, keep going with whatever Ma Railroad project you're on. Remember what Ma Railroad always says: this is the world's greatest hobby, and Ma Railroading is fun. Thank you. Thank you for watching. See you for the next one.